Hey everybody, this is Sarah. Hi. So Chris announced that this week was going to be Women's Week. So of course, he meant women's rights or something fancy and politically correct. I will of course respond by being a complete dick because I got really excited yesterday and thought I'd live up to a stereotype and go shopping. Yeah, that's how I roll. I actually have a little haul for you because a little bit of a history lesson. A very old company in Canada called Zellers, which is was owned by HBC or the Bay, who also owns Home Outfitters, was bought out by Target last year, I think. So Target is taking over a lot of their stores, and the smaller ones that they're not taking over, they're actually going to be renting to Walmart, which is why we get more small Walmarts with terrible selection. And the only one we really like here, really, is the one in Dartmouth Crossing. But then nobody likes Dartmouth Crossing because you have to drive everywhere in there, and it's ridiculous. And if you lived in Halifax, you would understand what I'm talking about. But they've turned it very strip mallish. Like a lot of the big shopping malls that we had in Halifax are sort of being rendered strip mallish. It's kind of lame. Anyway, but I have a haul for you because with Zellers not going out of business, but it is going out of business. It was like Target was able to buy them out because they had a lot of debt. So Target bought out their debt and I don't know, something. So it's taken them ages to go out of business, and because they're not going bankrupt, because they were bought out, the sale prices haven't really been awesome. On some things they've been good. On other things, they've been shit. But I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I got. Because especially if you're in Canada and you're like, I still have a Zellers. What could possibly be left? I thought I would show you. The sad part is, the majority of this is all from one store in a richer part of town. Which was closing a day earlier than the one in the industrial park, which had everything gone that was of value. But all in all, they've all done the same thing, which seems to be, before doing the closing out sales, they have gone to the highest recommended retail price. So while they have all these signs that say 70 to 90% off, it's like, yeah, but you never would have put it at that price anyway, and now everything's more expensive than Costco. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you some shit I got. First things first is this, which is very cool. It's a Pack My Bowl. And what it is it's a travel dog bowl. It is completely waterproof. See, it's got, I don't know if you can see the nylon lining. We tried this out with the dog yesterday. It also has this, I'll show you. The lining, sort of the lid pops out so that you can put, I think it's up to 4 cups of food in here. It might actually be 8 cups. For when you're traveling, so that it's waterproof and it's food proof, and yeah, no, this is really great, and I can see this being a really good bonus for traveling. It's got this little thing, so like you could hook it onto a pack if you're hiking, and this drawstring closes it or something. So I don't know what that drawstring's for. Probably so you could, no, that closes it. But it's really well made, and it was originally like $20, and this was actually on for $10, and I thought it was a really good deal, because like even if it went terribly wrong and she hated it, it was still, do you know what I mean? Like, it works out really well, and it's machine washable, so that's really good, and yeah, I was really pleased with it. I thought it was really good. I was going to get her a new Nylabone, but the Nylabones were really expensive, so it pissed me off. I also got this, which is an awesome keychain, which is, of course, I'll show you that there. Yeah, I Heart Canada, with a bottle opener. Because I was like, I wanted a bottle opener keychain for ages, because you always need a bottle opener, and you never know where one is. This is quite handy. Plus, I always love more keychains, I don't know. Also picked up these, which wound up, it says $2.99 on the package, but they wound up being like 30 cents. And they're little glass magnet men. They're little magnets, apparently. So I just thought they looked really cool. And for like 30 cents, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy them. They're really cool. And a ruler, because sometimes you need a ruler. And it wound up being like 15 cents, because it was listed at 99, and everything was on stupid cheap. And so I was like, old school wooden ruler, yay, even if it breaks, it was only a little bit of money. I also picked up for like $2.99, which is really great for lip gloss, if you know, and you live in Canada, because normally these ones are like $7 or $8 around where I am. So I got one of the L'Oreal Infallible lip glosses, the 6-hour ones, and this is in Modern Mauve, which is, if you can see, I'm looking at this, is on your left. So that's pretty awesome. And the other one on the right is actually this, which is Nearly Nude by Revlon. This is really nice. Actually, I really like this. I've not had a Revlon lip gloss before. This is one of their smaller ones. This isn't one of their Color Stay ones in the super giant tube, and you're like, I would never need that much lip gloss in my life. Those ones. This is just the little ones, which tend to last longer. I think this is, I want to say the super shiny. Yeah, it's just the super shiny. So yeah. And then finally, because I actually had some books left at this one, I managed to pick up Jim Butcher, First Lord's Fury, in hardcover, which is book 6 of the Codex Alera, which I have not been reading yet, but I was like, oh, I'll take that. What the hell? Why not? Because it wound up being like $2. It says $6.99 on the cover, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I was very happy with that. So now I have an excuse to get more Jim Butcher, because I actually really enjoyed the first of the Dresden Files. And actually, on that note, I also got this copy of Turncoat, which is a Dresden File book. It's weird, because I'm looking at actually the list, and it'll wipe that swatch off, because it's all over my hand. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the list. And so, I don't know. It doesn't say where this lands on the list. I'm assuming like 10th or something. But I think for the most part, the Dresden Files are like a standalone within a series. Does that make sense? Where it's like, yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm bad at aiming the camera places. Also, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. This is cool. With the original Japanese release poster. I don't know. I love it. And the bed behind me is a hot mess. I don't have anything to say about that. So yeah. That's what I hauled. One thing, I found it incredibly difficult to find any lip gloss that A, wasn't a disgusting color, and B, wasn't already opened, because as you can understand, a company that's closing, nobody gave a sweet shit to make sure people weren't being disgusting. I actually really like these lip glosses. These were both completely sealed when I purchased them. Depending on what country you're in, you may or may not understand, because they'll have the plastic around the outside, because we have specific testers and things, and they're not in like a big outer packaging. It's just like a plastic sleeve that keeps them closed, and people like break into them a lot, but it's like all of them were busted into, and all the lipsticks, which is really annoying, because like, yeah, all the cheap brands were gone. So much stuff, you're like, oh, that was stolen. That was stolen. That was stolen. It's like, ugh. Anyway, but yeah, no, it was, and I like this Modern Mauve because there's little tiny glitters in it, so it's really cool. I don't know. And I don't have a lot of nude colored stuff. There's some shimmer in here too, but it's not like a big deal, and it's very shiny. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't have a weird smell. I mean, okay, the Revlon just smells like lip gloss, that weird plasticky smell, but this is okay. It doesn't smell like particularly anything. It's kind of weird. It's like it wants to be candy, but it's not. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's everything. I don't know. It was like really cheap. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. And I understand I haven't really been doing so great at the filming every day, but it's getting to the point now where it's like, it's not that I'm trying to be boring, it's just that I live a really boring life. And I don't know, it was sort of weird because it feels like, I don't know, it's like I'd love to get out and do stuff more to be able to make interesting vlogs, but at the same point in time, I also like to enjoy the quiet times when I can just hang out. Oh, what else have I got? Oh, actually I have one more thing to show you guys. This is really cool. I'm going to, there we go. I got some more fiber. This is alpaca, and it turned into this so far. So yeah, it's really come out quite nice and even. A lot thinner than the Shetland, so that's nice. It's like a normal weight of yarn. I have to get some wool wash now to set the twist. I know when I did the last batch, Cher had tweeted me that she thought it was cool, so I thought I'd do an update. Because I know, Cher, if you're watching this, you're like, I don't have the patience for knitting, but to be fair, you've got enough on your plate anyway, girl. But I don't know. For me, it's not a matter of patience. A majority of the time, I find, especially the spinning is really zen and just very chilled out, and what I need sometimes because I get a bit stressed. But yeah. So this is what I did this weekend because I'm a big girl. Anyway, but this actually, all this stemmed of winding up at Zellers when they had actually some good prices at that one. Looking for a storage ottoman, which is something I'd love for the end of my bed. But they were out. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's everything in my life today. I just wanted to say hey and talk to you guys and let you know what's going on. And the rest of the week is going to be crazy because my brother's going to be home and we have some shit to deal with, which I cannot actually explain. But there's shit. It's hit the fan. Anyway, so hopefully everybody is having a really wonderful day. And I will talk to you guys soon. And I promise I'll stop taking the piss out of Chris's themes. Probably. But to be fair, I will say this. That for me, feminism is about equality and choice. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. That is totally what feminism is to me. Equality of choice for men and equality of choice for women, so that I could choose to be a career woman and have a house husband, or I could choose to be a housewife if I wanted. The freedom of choice for men and for women to all do the same things without judgment, to be caring, wonderful people. I think that equality goes both ways, and I agree with Chris on this. I don't care if you are black, white, pink, purple, man, woman, probably not child. Although, to be fair, I'm going to say this. I worked for the family business when I was a kid, and I was technically child labor. And do you know what? I worked damn hard, and I worked harder than most of the grown-ups that my parents used to hire for contract work. So screw that. My point is, if you can do the job, and you can do the job damn well, and the biggest thing is, if it matters to you, so that even if you don't necessarily do the job as quickly as somebody else, but you are going to do everything in your power to make sure that job is done well, you know, whereas they're going to do it quickly, but they might not give a shit, then that's what really matters. And I think that's the problem with businesses today. They see that somebody else can do a job very quickly. Well, if you have to go back and redo half that job, it's not worth the money. And that's what I'm seeing in my industry right now, is a lot of companies who will do stuff quickly and cheaply, and then other companies have to go in and clean up that mess, and the client winds up paying twice as much. When if you paid, okay, you don't want to pay the high rates, fine, pay the middle rates. Don't go for the cheapest offer every time, because you get what you pay for. And I think that's the truth about every single industry. You as a worker should care about what you're doing. You should give a shit. And if you are not capable of giving a shit in the industry that you're working, you need to do everything you can to break into an industry where you do care. And I don't mean you care because it's artistically fulfilling for you. And I'm saying this because I have a little cousin right now who's like, I want to get into computer animation because I like to draw. You know, not because she enjoys games particularly, and she only really likes to do a particular style of art, you know? And whereas I know another guy who has been working in the industry for a few years now, does some amazing work, busts his ass, you know, and doesn't always have the most awesome jobs. You know, that's, I think this is sort of just me ranting now, that at the end of the day, and I'm saying this as a woman, I'm saying this as somebody with a physical disability, I have never wanted to be given a job because of what is basically affirmative action. Because at the end of the day, if that's why I'm getting the job, then once I'm actually in the job, no one's going to respect me. No one is going to believe that I deserve to be there. I think you all have to, everybody has to, I want to say, like, earn the right to be there, be it for whatever, you know, whatever you're, you know, we all have our shit, you know, sometimes it's even mental health, and it's like, you know what, you just need to balance it out and say, you know what, when I'm there, I am going to bust my ass so that they're like, you know what, sometimes they're not able to do all the work. And then when they're here, they do it all, and they are amazing, and they do it with a smile, and they put in all the effort, you know? And that should be it. I think that's the thing. I think that people just need to put in the effort and put in the care. And I think if we all did that 110%, do you know what I mean? Then really it doesn't matter how unpleasant the job is. You deserve to be there. You know, nobody should get a job just because they are something. They should only get the job because they are someone that is worth hiring. The thing that I said that made sense. Now, I'm gonna go, because I don't even know if that made any sense, but I think that's just my opinion, and, you know, my opinion might be different from your opinion. You know, maybe you do think that women need that step in the door, you know, that foot in the door. I think we're beyond that now, and I think the problem is we have gone too much the other way, and I think that in making it so much easier for certain groups to get into jobs, you know, we're making it harder. We're making it harder all around. And the worst part is, and I'm going to say this as somebody who does suffer from a physical disability because my eyes are shit, that I don't want to get in based on that. I don't want to get into a job based on that. And I don't want to keep a job just because of that. Because at the end of the day, you still have to work with these people. Because people are still people. And it pisses me off. It pisses me off because, do you know what? The amount of times that I have then lost out on jobs for weak-ass excuses because whoever has gone before me has used, you know, whatever. You know, there's way too many people who use something as an excuse, you know, to do a job shittily, rather than an excuse to show how they can excel. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I mean. Maybe that's what I mean about all of it. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. And I don't know. It's just my opinion. And if you have a different opinion, I would love to hear it, and I would love to see it in the down bar. Or if you just want to scream profanity at me. I mean, that's always good. You know? Because I like to learn new swear words, too. I'm sorry, this is a long-ass video. I'm just gonna go, because I'm just gonna keep rambling and being an ass, and I think that's about all I ever achieve in these videos. Maybe that's why I've been doing such short vlogs lately. It's just like, really, I just need to stop being an ass in front of a camera. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a really awesome day, and I promise I'm not trying to forget all the time. I really am trying to stick to a reasonable schedule. I'm trying to get to a reasonable schedule on work. I'm trying to do a lot of things, and I'm just failing so bad. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye!